Good day, folks. Welcome back to MB Wildman channel. On today's video, just a real quick video. It is the 1st of May here in New Brunswick. The snow is finally just getting gone out of the woods, and we're out here getting ready to set some deer spots up for the upcoming season. Now, it's early, and I know a lot of you are probably thinking, man, you're out there the 1st of May? Season doesn't start in New Brunswick until like May, June, July, August, September, October. Like, you've got like 6 months before deer season even gets started. So what are you doing out there so early? This video is all about the 5 reasons, or at least 5 of the reasons, why I and you should get started with your deer spots so early. So listen, if you haven't yet subscribed to the MB Wildman channel, we sure would appreciate it. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like the content that we've got going on, go ahead and hit that bell. You'll get notified, when we upload new stuff. All right, so listen, first of all, the number one reason why I want to be out here this early, one of the reasons is because if you happen to be in an area and you leave some tracks and you leave a little sign, or somebody sees you drive in or out or whatever, nobody out there right now is thinking about deer spots. So nobody's going to connect me in the new Tundra here out doing deer stuff right now. They're going to think, oh, well, they're out driving around picking fiddleheads, or they're out driving around, spring bear season or whatever. But in reality, I'm out here setting up my deer spots, or checking out my deer spots, or getting my cameras out, getting my salt out, getting my mineral out for the upcoming fall season. But nobody's going to put those two pieces together. So for me, reason number one is that it's a great time to be out where nobody suspects that you're out doing deer stuff. All right, folks, so the second reason that I like to get in here, and these aren't in any particular order of importance. I mean, all 5 of these are great reasons to get in early. But the second reason is that the sooner you can get your mineral out, the better it is for the deer. So deer are out there as soon as the snow kind of breaks and early spring starts to hit. Those deer are out there and they're craving that mineral. They need it to bulk up, to rebuild that weight, to help them put on some weight after the winter. The does need that mineral. They need that to start with the whole process of the babies and all of that stuff, right? So as soon as they're able to get on the ground, deer are out there searching for those mineral spots. I was in here last year. This is a spot, there's a big cut kind of right over there, and I'm just kind of on the edge, and in back of me here's a little brook. And I was in here a couple of years ago, and I was in here last year, but here I am the 1st of May coming back in to set it up today. And already there's tracks where I had my mineral last year, where they've been pawing at the ground, they've been digging that out. So they've already been here looking for that mineral, craving that to get that in their system. So had I had a camera here 2 weeks ago, it looks like I would already be getting some deer pictures from this area. It's a pretty good track right there. Another real good track right there. Okay. So the second reason to get in early is because the deer need it. And the sooner we can get the mineral on the ground, the sooner we can get our stuff out, so that we can be, get that into their system. They'll get used to the area. They'll get comfortable coming here. The deer here have already been here, and they'll be here for the next 6 months or so. So by the time it comes time for me to hunt this spot, if I find something that I like in here, they will be used to all summer long coming here for mineral, coming here for salt, coming here for whatever I put out on the ground here. So anyway, that's reason number 2 to get in early, because the deer need the mineral and they need it early. There's a nice big cow moose on my way to my next deer spot. Nice to see, looks pretty healthy. I don't know, 20, 30 yards off the side of the little road here. Oh, there she goes. All right, I'm getting set to go into another spot. I got that first spot all set up the way that I want it. So I'm getting ready to go into my second spot today to get set. And reason number 3 that I like to get out so early, especially if you're doing a new spot, is the longer you can have a camera on a spot, the longer you can get that mineral out and get those deer coming to that area, the more deer that you're gonna be able to see that reside in that area, right? So the longer the time you've got to scout, the more distance, the more time that's out there, the better the chance that you're gonna get a look at most of the deer in the area. Now, I'm not saying that deer can't wander in and out, and I know once the rut hits, it's like game over for deer coming and going or whatever. But for the most part, if I get my camera out the 1st of May and I leave it clear through until deer season, I will see the bulk of the deer in that local area where that stand or that hunt might go. So you know, it gives me the best chance to evaluate the quantity and the quality of the deer that are in an area the sooner that I can get that camera out. So that's another great reason to be out early. Reason number 4 that you're going to want to be in your spot early in the spring to set up for deer is that the view, what you're looking at in the springtime, at least here in New Brunswick, pretty much mimics what you're looking at in the fall. So I don't know if you can see, wow, that sun's really caught in bad shadow. Anyway, I don't know if you can see, but so right over here, right back in that area, it's nice and wide open. You've got some nice mature, some ash trees in here. There's some spruce, but there's a lot of ash and hardwood in here. And there's a nice wide opening right back there. I scouted this late last year in the fall, and there was a pile of deer sign in here. So I'm looking to set it up this spring, of course, to see what's kind of in here for game. Now, the tree that I selected for the stand is just right, you can't see it, but it's like right back that way, over the camera, you can't see it. But anyway, the problem with this spot would be if you came in here in mid-June or July or August or whatever to go ahead and try to, you know, scout this area or to set it up. There's all kinds of these little bushes like this that are about waist high or more, and they're just starting to bud out now, right? You can see they're just starting to come out and bud. And if you look down through here, it looks really messy and looks really junky. If you let the leaves get on and the stuff get growed up, you know, you get the thorn bushes that are up and the raspberry cane and whatever else is in your area. If you let that get up, and it seems to be like you go into an area like, oh man, this is all clogged up. I got no shooting lane. I can't really, you know, I don't have a good look or whatever. But then in the fall, late in the fall, you might be back in that same area and go, man, this is wide open. This would have been really great. So if you're out looking for deer spots or you're out kind of setting up early, you're going to have the best chance to see what your spot will look like in the fall, early on in the spring. So here I am in the 1st of May, and I can pretty much say with pretty good confidence that this area right here will look pretty similar, almost identical, because by the time I get around to hunting this late October into November, all the foliage will be down and I'll be getting pretty much a same kind of look as what I've got now. So it'll be a really good spot. All right, so the last reason for this video, at least reason number 5, that you want to be in nice and early is you have to change anything in your area. So I don't know, we're down here where I'm going to put the camera in my second good spot. Well, I think it's a good spot, my second spot anyway. And we're down here and we're going to have to move some stuff. So like you got this blowdown tree that's broken here. You got a little bit of this that needs clipped. I've got to cut a few things out of the way for the camera, and I got to clear a little tiny bit between here and where I want the tree stand to be. But I don't want to do that too close to season. Now I know you're saying, well, how long is too soon? Can I do it a week before, 2 weeks before, whatever? I don't know the answer to that question. It depends on how spooked the deer are in the area or how smart the deer are in your area. But here's what I know. If I change it in the 1st of May, come September, they don't care. It's already been done for so long that it's just the same as if a tree blows down, so to speak. Yes, it changes the area, and they may look at that and they go, oh, I don't like that. A couple, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month later, they're not giving that any second thought because it's been that way the whole time. I like to get my areas all ready to go so that I can walk in, put up a stand, my shooting lanes are clear, everything's done that I need to have done, and I like to do that early on so that the deer have as much chance as possible to kind of adapt to any changes that I make in the area. So anyway, folks, there it is, the my first 5 or top 5 or 5 of the reasons why I like to get out in the deer woods early and set up those spots. I hope this is something that helped you out, and until next time, happy hunting from the MB Wildman channel.